Another Northeast Kingdom community is debating a controversial wind project. Alexi Rubenstein takes a closer look at the Kidder Hill proposal in Irisburg.
David Blittersdorf in many ways has been the poster child for renewable energy in Vermont. From solar to wind, the All Earth Renewables CEO has been at the forefront of a number of projects and battles.
We live in a society where the common good should overrule self-interest individually or by town, because towns get their energy from elsewhere.
But when it comes to a proposed project on property Blittersdorf owns in Irisburg, a group of local residents is saying enough is enough.
So the town has spoken, and the select board now has to take action.
Blittersdorf hopes to get approval to build 2 500-foot turbines on his hilltop property with views of Jay Peak. But before any of that can happen, his lawyers Tuesday began the process of trying to convince the Public Service Board that a meteorological tower he installed a few years ago to test the wind did not require a certificate of public good. He's argued that since the tower was for personal use, to measure wind for smaller turbines at his cabin, the permit wasn't needed. Opponents say his Met Tower is an example of not being upfront about his intentions.
There's been documentation that he put it for personal wind and then realized how much wind there was. So now the idea is struck me about having wind towers or wind turbines when he already has been doing this beforehand. So I just don't feel comfortable with that being a true statement.
With the Sheffield wind farm just a few ridges away and Lowell just next door, Irisburg residents are all too familiar with what big ridgeline wind looks like. Last week they voted overwhelmingly against the Blittersdorf proposal. Blittersdorf released a statement to us saying he's looking forward to complying with the PSB about the Met Tower and that he is, quote, very interested in an open dialogue with Irisburg residents about the 2-turbine community wind project, and that he hopes that they will reserve judgment as that process has yet to begin. Irisburg, like many small towns, has no town plan or other zoning that address renewable energy. Karen Horn with Vermont League of Cities and Towns says that most are looking for projects that are community scale and fit in.
Towns are absolutely playing catch-up on this issue, and there are a lot of plans that are being rewritten now to address the renewable energy generation.
Renewable energy advocates and the governor have said it's going to take a major push to meet the state's future renewable energy goals. Local lawmaker Senator Bobby Starr says if the Irisburg proposal is any indication, he's not on board with the governor.
Governors change and policies change, and I think maybe the time is coming where there may be a change, and then the policy will change. But we can't keep blowing our ridge lines up in covering our meadows with renewable energy.
Familiar battle lines being drawn in the next chapter of the Northeast Kingdom's wind debate. Alexi Rubenstein, Channel 3 News, Irisburg.